What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? Pink Lady Seabirds, just having me watching my shit. This is a very late Harley loves Barley. Y'all, my mind has been working fucking overtime and I am exhausted and stressed. It's so good because the masks are doing really well. So much so that I grind all damn day and all damn night. My computer said I needed to update. I got orders got to go out tomorrow, but I'm alright. I'm on standstill till tomorrow because, hey, I think that's just what it needed to be. Did I take this shit off of fucking? Oh, there we go. I'm like, did I take this shit off of unlisted? Maybe I didn't. Thought I made it public. I don't know. I'm literally just taking a break. I've been fucking busting out masks for 3 days straight, and I got more to bust out for shipment tomorrow. Believe you me. Hey, Sierra. Yeah, just doing artistic shit all day long is exhausting. I thought editing YouTube was hard, bitch. Designing stuff. Because here's the thing, anybody can go on YouTube, anybody can go get an image. What can you do with it? And I know Sierra understands because Sierra is an artist. Um, Even though I'm a different type of artist, I'm a graphic artist. She does everything though. I'm a graphic artist and musical artist and all these other things. But shit, graphic artist fucking exhausting too. Shit. And I'm doing so well off of the gym shit, right? That I get like mad sales off the gym shit. But now, because that worked, I'm kind of targeting towards specialized groups. So now, what I'm doing is now I'm in a strawberry shortcake group, and a Care Bears group, and a Rainbow Bright group. You know, groups of people where stuff ain't readily available for them to just go out and buy. Like, why would I try to sell to the Rick and Morty crowd? Everybody got Rick and Morty shit. But any old way, my brain is exhausted between getting in these groups and registering these for these groups and talking to people and getting comfortable with these groups. And don't get me wrong, these are things that like I'm into. Not as much as Jim, but like I fuck with the Care Bears, I fuck with Rainbow Bright, I fuck with Strawberry Shortcake. That's why I joined those groups. But to get familiar with those people before it's just like, hey, I joined this group to sell masks. So now to get into those, do all that. Yeah, that's basically what I'm doing right now is 80 specialty designs. Um, but they're quality product. Um, I'm not just out here selling anything. Like I've made these masks for myself first. I know the masks are good. They fit a little bit better than some of your other masks. Um, they're good for people with glasses because they go up your nose. You can put your glasses over it and it doesn't fog. Um, oh, thank you, Sierra. Um, but yeah, these are not just graphics. I'm just grabbing. I'm creating these graphics and stuff to put on there, and I'm deciding what color it needs to go on and what if they're gonna be blinked out or what needs to go in them. It'd be very easy for me to just go get some regular clear trim and say boom, put it on everything. No, I'm like this trim is for this and this trim is for that because as a creative, that's what you do. Like you put something out there and you're saying I did this and this is my art, whether it be wearable art or not, but this is my art. It would be easy for me to just be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna do Care Bears. Let me just get a graphic that's already done. No, I gotta put my own stamp on it and say, what would I like to see on a mask? What do I do if I do this sample and I'm the only person that's gonna wear it? So That's where we're at. But my brain hurt now because I did that all day, and then I was gonna print those out to create those, and then I got another order last minute, so I couldn't do that. And there's only so much that I can do per day, and I was like, okay, well, these are gonna have to wait, but they can't wait too long because somebody else would be. I done already went in Rainbow Bright, and they done already posted somebody's shit on Etsy that sold they mask on some rainbow fabric and just cut out a picture, existing picture of Rainbow Bright and stuck it on there. And I'm like, that's $15. Let me show you what I could do for you for $15. What I'm selling for $15. Go way harder than that. But here we are. So I needed a break. Um, so that's what I'm doing. I needed a mental break. I look like shit. I ain't even got nails on. Like when I tell y'all I've been grinding for 3 days, grinding for 3 days. No bullshit. And I've been grinding for 3 days just off the gym and the holograms. I just designed the other stuff today and then got another order at the end. Like grinding. Who knew? So many people love gym and the holograms. I would have never knew. Yes, I am gonna review um Hey Chaos Blades. Yes, I'm gonna review the finale of All Stars. I did a live video that was short enough for people to watch. I even did a thumbnail for it, so people would know that I decided to not to take time off of reviewing it in observance of Lady Red passing. So I am gonna do it, and quite honestly, it's probably gonna be where we at Tuesday. It's probably gonna be tomorrow. I'll probably do All Stars, and Thursday I'll probably do Canada. But I wanted to take some time off to observe that. So, ooh, with heat changing fabric, that's kind of dope. Yeah, so I took time from the review, reviewing things. Now, in the meantime, did I get to take time off? No, because I've been grinding these fucking masks out. But I put it to you this way: I'm making my net every goddamn day, so that's I'm not gonna look that give horse in the mouth either. And again, not to just keep focusing on Sierra, but I know that Sierra knows what I'm talking about. Um, to actually be able to make what you would make it your job, doing something that you actually like doing. Am I tired? Yes. Is it hard work? Yes. But I love doing it. And it ain't as hard as my fucking job. It is. Like every time I get an order, I be like, ooh, okay. Because you have to understand, the first time that I posted in a gym group that I had this shit, I was expecting to get an order a day. It don't be, I ain't gonna say order a day, an order for a mask a day. Yeah, it does. I'm getting orders for people. I have 4 different styles. I'm getting motherfuckers that's like, let me get 3. Or because, well, I just, y'all don't know nothing about Jimmy Holograms. I just introduced the style as a more popular character, but there's 3 main bands. One of which a lot of people are not as familiar with because they came at the last season. There was only 2.5 seasons of Gem. They came in the half season at the end. But I did sell a couple of those. But when they see the Gem and the Misfits, they want both. I wasn't expecting that to happen. Because I got a gem one B just because it was the prototype. I didn't want the gem one. I just wanted the Misfits one. And when I showed the gem one, people was like, well, do you have a Misfits? And I was like, well, I'm going to make a Misfits for myself. But if y'all interested in the Misfits, I'll show y'all what I decide to do with what I'm going to do for myself with the Misfits. And here we are. So, yeah, I'm kind of covering a niche market here. And it's working out really well. I've had to have already sold like 20 masks, and I got to order for 6 more that I got to fill in the morning. Me too, Chaos Bleeds. And apparently we ain't the only ones. I made 2 sales to Canada. One, I told the guy I wasn't expecting, because the last time I sent to Canada, they didn't change the rules. I was like, you know what? I'll take the loss. He was like, no. He gave me the money. Right after I sent his, an hour later, somebody ordered 3 masks from Canada. And I was like, oh, baby, I got to charge you like $12 to ship to Canada. He was like, okay, you paying $12 for the mask. And you paying $12 for a piece. And he paid that shit. People love Gemini holograms and you can't get it. And I was like, you know what? If people love Gemini holograms like that, they love the shit that I loved when I was a kid like that too. So that's where we at right now. Oh, I just bought 3 green plaid masks, and please believe I'm doing a Daria. I just got 3 green plaid masks that I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with these, but green is actually my favorite color. So yeah, Daria is definitely um on the top of my list for green. Definitely on the top of my list for the green. But also my Care Bears design. I mean, it's got other colors in it, but my favorite 2 Care Bears is Good Luck Bear and Grumpy Bear. So that's who I put on it. I sure will reserve one for you. And you know what, King of the Hill? I I watched King of the Hill more because it was on Adult Swim than anything else. I didn't hate it because I like Mike Judge, but it wasn't my shit like Beavis and Butthead was. Because I'll buy a Beavis and Butthead shirt right now. Just bought one from Walmart. Love Beavis and Butthead. But King of the Hill, because you know why? You know how sometimes it be a character on a show that just irk you so motherfucking bad that you can't even hardly watch the show? I can't stand Peggy Hill ass. I know that was supposed to be the joke, but the fact that Hank wouldn't check her, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it, man. She would get on my nerves so bad that I would be like, let me just change the channel. She would get on my nerves so fucking bad. Like, oh, I couldn't even fuck with it. It would be certain episodes. If it was a Peggy episode, I would be like, oh, this is about to be a Peggy episode. What else on? Because I can't fuck with her. And there's people that's really like that just think, well, your president is like that. They just think everything they do is so great with no self awareness at all. I'm like, bitch, you a substitute Spanish teacher and you speak bad Spanish. I can't fuck with Peggy Hill, bro. I can't stand her. But I get it, like that's an archetype or whatever. But ugh. Just sometimes, even though it's a TV show, especially if you're like me, which I told my mom that actually last night because I was waiting for some masks to come in because I had an order and they were supposed to be here today. And I was like, who knew? And I stopped myself and I looked at her, I said, I knew. And she kind of looked at me kind of puzzled. I said, I told y'all ever since I was a kid, y'all said I was weird and I was all in the TV and shit like this, that one day it was going to make me money. Didn't know this is how I was going to do it, but this how it's going to do it, y'all. Because the thing is when you like something and it's niche and it's not something like Star Wars, unless somebody actually just ordered a Star Wars mask, I would never do a Star Wars mask. Why? I'm sure you can go to Etsy, eBay, Lucasfilms, Disney, and get 1,000 goddamn Star Wars masks. What you not fitting to go out to the store and get is no damn Jimmi holograms. Yeah, Shameless. Everybody keep telling me I need to watch Shameless, but I'm cool. What about I got a chance to read the Emmy nominations? The Emmy nominations, black as fuck, y'all. I'm like, wow, wow. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I've been look. I'm like, I've been working, y'all. Y'all could tell. Like, I'm like, I ain't had on nails in like 3 days. My face is shiny because I've been sweating because I'll be over an iron all day long. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna try to get decent looking tomorrow. I was decent looking today. I had on like my wig and my headband and shit because I do go to the post office sometimes twice a day because I try to promise next day. I try to promise next day shipping. I mean, but the post office is so damn behind. I mailed some shit today to somebody in Washington. They told me Saturday. I'm like, that shit should be there. Well, today is Tuesday. Friday is probably right in Washington. But the odd thing about it is, I'm getting a lot of orders in Ohio. And I was like, and they're all like my age. And I told my mom, I was like, because Jim and the Holograms was always a syndicated TV show. It wasn't like, you know, it was syndicated. And I was like, we must have all been watching Jim and the Holograms at 7 o'clock in the morning at the same time. Because I can't imagine, like, when I tell you right now that the majority of my orders, I'd be shocked because I look and I'd be like, damn, they in Ohio. We had to we had to be on the same damn team, man. So what else? Y'all got some ideas? Um, I do customs. What y'all? Look, I'm supposed to be keeping my mind off the goddamn mask. I need something for a red mask. I designed the Shira, and one of the girls that bought some Gem and Holograms things for me says she runs a He-Man Shira group. I'm like, maybe I should just shoot her one for free. You know, she in Ohio, so $3 shipping and handling because I still have to recoup my cost for like getting envelopes and shit. Because with the rhinestone ones, I really like to use bubble envelopes, and I give out bags to put the mask in and shit. So listen, when I went to the USPS, baby, I know why. And I will tell you right now. So I've been sending these masks. I decided to put them in the envelopes, about the 5x7 envelopes that have the bubble wrap on the inside, because people are getting masks that have rhinestones and studs on it. The Misfits has studs on it. So I'm like, well, you know what? I can get these regular, like manila envelopes, but I like these bubble wrap ones because I know that, the rhinestones would be undisturbed or whatever. Now, the first time I went, now I've been charging people $3 shipping and handling to cover my costs because I figure if it goes to California, it might be a little bit more than go to Ohio or what. Trying to stop mail-in voting me because he knows he about to lose. He gonna try everything he fucking can. I'm like, dude, you about to lose. The polls, he didn't fire his campaign manager because he down in polls in major swing states. I would be in shock and awe. I was shocked that he won Ohio in the first place. Then I found out how racist people in Ohio was. But once, like, we lost like GM and all that shit in Ohio, and Mike DeWine, who was also Republican, like really stepped up on this good COVID shit, and he was saying like the exact same opposite of what Mike DeWine was, and they must have said something that Mike DeWine was going with it, and now we're mandated to wear masks and shit, and that was before Trump was like, oh, now I wear masks. Um, and you have to remember when it was the Republican National Convention for 2016, it was in Cleveland, and our governor was Voinovich, who was also a Republican, who didn't attend. Was like, I'm not attending that. This man doesn't have my support. So I was actually very surprised that Ohio went red. I highly doubt that happens this time because Ohio is, well, all that winning you promised Ohio is losing a lot of jobs, losing a lot of the better jobs. A lot of the store closings that are going on are happening in Ohio because they're not getting the sales, which means there's the more people that are losing their jobs. And then we have a Republican governor who's kind of going against the grain. Yeah, it ain't looking good. And Ohio is a swing state. It ain't looking good. I'm sorry, I'm holding the phone. My hands is kind of weak from doing all the mask. Excuse me, but it'll be narrow. They still love them out here. Still people that got signs in their yard and shit like that. Hey, daughter, what's up? And Ohio is one of the states that was like for the primary because our primary was moved because of COVID. I don't know if they're going to change that, but it's supposed to be just a mail-in vote because of COVID. And what they don't want is a mail-in vote because a lot of people that are elderly or that are in these senior homes or people that don't drive and things like that, which they could always do. They could always get an absentee ballot. They never had to come to the polls. I've been voting absentee. Once I started doing that continuous run, um, if I had to work midnight or day shift, if I had to work, I would vote absentee because no, but I can make it. And make it so bad is how did I not think about Thundercats when I myself got a damn Thundercats shirt? I talked to somebody. It was really weird. They ordered masks. They just ordered 2 gym masks. But they was like, do you have any Ghostbusters? And it was so crazy because the day before, me and my mom was in Target, right? And somebody had on like just the black shirt with like the red and white Ghostbusters. And I looked at that shirt and I was like, damn, that would be a hard mask. And my mom was like, what? I'm like, just the Ghostbusters logo? On the red, I'm like, that would be hard. I mean, on the black, that would be hard. And then somebody asked me, they said, I'm just curious. Let me get these ones first, which I understand. I ain't on Etsy. I ain't on eBay. This is literally somebody saying, oh, this person has this on Facebook. Let me see what they do. That's a huge leap of faith. And then Monday, um, somebody that bought one of the masks from me got theirs, one of the girls in Ohio, and posted in this other gym group. Because at first I was in a very small group, like 200 something people. Um, this group has 2,000 something people. And she ended up posting her picture and tagging me that she got the mask with the picture of it on. And that's when it went fucking bananas. Like, oh shit, this bitch legit. And they were able to see a picture with the mask on. So it was recess. Well, that's the thing. Um, I got to see what's cracking because, like, when fandoms, and this is the truth, and this is why I kind of been rocking with the '80s, even though the '90s too. I've been rocking with the '80s because if you fuck with something from the '80s, you're probably my age. I don't want to say we can afford it, but I want to say we're at the age where it's like, fuck it, that's what I want. Whereas somebody that's the generation under me or 10 years under me, which would be like Recess, because Recess missed me. You understand what I'm saying? And I watched a lot of cartoons, but I did have my section in between where like I wasn't on it because I was in college and partying and kicking it and I ain't had time. Recess missed me. And also something about me, unless it's a custom order, I like to do masks that I know about because I know who's the important characters. I know what looks good. I know who should be on something. Whereas like it's like Recess, okay, the whole gang, but you know, shit like that. Like I know Jim and the Holograms. That's why I was able to pull this obscure reference and say, okay, well I did Jim and the Misfits. That's easy. Let me bang out this Stingers that a lot of people don't even know who the Stingers are unless you watch the whole series. And I lost interest in Jim and the Holograms when the Stingers came out. I knew who they were, but I remembered who they were. True story. This is before Jim was on Netflix and anything. I remembered who the Stingers were because Willem did a video as Riot, who was the lead singer of the Stingers, and did that parody of Let's Do It Anal. And I remember who the Stingers was. I was like, oh shit. The Euro Trash group. Ooh, let's do it anal. Let's do it anal. Yes, I tried. I tried to make it do what it do. What I thought I would sell locally. What now? Like for example, I did this. Oh, I did this one. I mean, I did it for myself, but because I only had a little bit of this trim left, so I was like, well, I'm gonna do this one for myself, right? Don't even take that much ink, right? No, I was interested. Jim and holograms still getting sales. Insane. Insane. In the membrane. Do I have tips for makeup? Fire spawn. You know, I did. I used to. Um, damn. I used to. Hold up. I'm trying to get my funky off over here. Um, I still haven't really brought all my makeup over yet. So all I can tell you is what are you trying to go for? Are you trying to go for everyday makeup? Something dramatic? One thing I will tell you, if your skin is not fucked up, I don't really use a foundation. I just use a concealer. I use concealers and contour sticks. I don't cover my whole face in foundation. I use a concealer, which is my actual hair color. My actual hair color. I use a concealer under my eyes, around my mustache, if need be. My eyebrows. If I accidentally fucked up my eyebrows, I'll put a concealer over my eyebrows. That's my real color. I use a highlight stick, which is a lighter color, under my eyes and to cut my jaw, and a darker one. I don't put concealer all over my face. Only where it's sweat at. I might put a little highlight right here. That's the best makeup tip I got for you. Now, if your skin is kind of fucked up, that's not gonna help you. Yeah, I go for more of a nude palette for every day. Every day I do more of a nude palette. I don't wear colors. So for every day you want to get, now I be clowning with James on the wig. Um, you need an eyeshadow one thing I will tell you, and that's for everybody, even if you are doing drag, you need an eyeshadow that's your skin tone. A matte, not a pearlized. The pearlized one your skin tone is okay too in case you're doing sparkly makeup, but you need a matte eyeshadow that's as close to your skin tone as possible, because when you're putting on eye makeup and you mess it up, you can blend it back out with your skin, with your eyeshadow that's your skin color. And also, if you want to just do something like you just want to put on a liner, it's a good idea to put on just that same color. Put a little concealer on your eye and use that same skin tone eyeshadow around your eye before you put on eyeliner. It'll help it stick. And a black eyeshadow, I will spend the most, and I will tell anybody this, I'll spend money on a black eyeshadow. It'll last me forever. I ain't supposed to change every 6 months. I don't. I'll spend money on a black eyeshadow because you want to set your eyeliner so your eyeliner don't run. Those are some makeup tips I can give you. You ain't got to have expensive eyeshadows. The Revlon, the Rock Nudes and shit is fucking great. I'm here to tell you, like the news, the rock news. I don't even know they still make them. The rock news and all the rock news, the graffiti news, all them ones together with the news are fucking great. Especially for the price points, you ain't gotta have Mac unless you want to have Mac if you really want your color to show up. If you want some blues and greens in your color to show up, get Mac, get them palettes. But if you got to spend money on eyeshadow, make sure you got a good black and a good matte the same color as your skin tone. Last thing I'm gonna say is you ain't got money to spend on makeup. Wet and Wild highlighter is the fucking truth, and it's fucking $5. And if you can get one around Halloween time, because they always still got one that's like a gold and a rose gold and a pink. If you can wait till the Halloween ones come out and the season fucking die down and the Halloween shit go 50, 75% off, get that shit. Because Wet and Wild highlighter goes stupid for no reason for as cheap as what it is. All my highlighter is Wet and Wild, all of it. And I just bought a new one that I did pay the $5 for because you know I'm into my oranges, and it's a rose gold. And I put the bitch on thinking it was the regular highlighter. And I'm at my mom's house who don't believe in higher than 60-watt bulbs. And I came outside and was like, oh my God, I did not know I had on this much highlighter. And my sister was like, well, it looked like it's orange. I'm like, it's not supposed to. It's rose gold. I got on too much. That's why I look orange. Because that one, um, I forgot what it's called, but it's like super. You'll see it in the pack because it look way more shimmery. And I bought that in a copper color. And I was like, yeah, it wasn't supposed to be this shiny. But I put it on like it was the regular because I'm not at home with my lights. I'm here with her lights and didn't realize I had on as much as I had on. So, so there's some makeup tips for you. So what else is going on in the world today? I know I ain't been really been able to watch YouTube because I usually watch everybody's reviews of this drag race and such a fucking lady. Yes, I am. RuPaul's Drag Race. Yeah, it can. So that's another reason why I've been wearing a lot of. If I do wear makeup, I've been wearing a lot of nude because it's kind of hard to mess up nude. You know, a little sparkle that's a little lighter than your skin tone. I've really been fucking with a nude palette, beiges, browns, and shit like that because it's kind of hard to fuck that up. And until I can get used to this lighting or get my ring light, which look like it's gonna be sooner rather than later because the goddamn mask is popping like that. I be looking at my bank account like I ain't got no money, and then be like, "Oh shit, bitch, yes, yeah, you kind of do though." Oh no, I can't style a wig. I'm a shake and go bitch. I don't style wigs. I'm a shake and go bitch. And the block is kind of hot for a Tuesday, ain't it? Oh yeah, Ohio, the heart of it all. Well, Firespan, I um, I don't know that blonde wig is a lace front. I just had my first lace front that I actually wear. It's the rose gold coloring too. Um, because I generally wear half wigs and style my own hair on top of it. But usually I'm lazy as fuck. And the nice thing about a half wig is if you got on a headband, just look like your hair is pulled back. You know, if it's a 1B, you know. And I don't know where the wig is after I wore to my father's funeral, but I need that bitch. It must be in Austin Town because At the time, all my units was 1B rose gold, and my father like really kind of hated that I didn't wear my natural hair color. And I was like, I'm definitely not burying my father in fucking pink hair. So I bought another unit, and I kind of really hate my hair's natural color, just 1B. But that was a nice unit, and I had to pay a lot of money for it because I didn't have time to like order one. I had to go to the hair shop and get it. I kind of paid a lot of money for that unit, and it looks nice. And I did actually flat iron my hair because obviously my hair is usually longer. Let's keep it a buck. They make half wigs for bald headed bitches, and I got a lot of hair. So at least I was able to blend my hair with it because it was 1B. A lot of times with my units, I try to blend my hair with it and I can't because my real hair is like longer than like the front of the unit or so long. So it'd be like all this dark over the root. I don't know. But I would definitely start with a half wig until you get used to like your hairline and where the wig need to go. That's the thing. But you talking to the person who need to wash their hair, do nails. But like I said, I've been out here grinding for 3 days. I really honestly thought that I was gonna sell a mask or two a day. I did not think it was gonna fucking crack like this. Once I posted it in the gym and holograms, I didn't think it was gonna crack like this. And it might get worse because I'm still getting orders from Gym and the holograms, and now I got 3 other fandoms that I'm trying to dip into. I was really trying to do Ruby, and I even bought some red rhinestone trim. Let me tell y'all this right now: if y'all sew, y'all do drag or whatever, and y'all need some trim or some iron on or even some sew on shit, you get what you pay for. And when I tell you, and if you ain't a cosplayer, you ain't gonna know who the fuck this is. Yaya Han. She's a huge cosplayer in Joanne Fabric. She has her own line of cosplay trims and fabric and shit. It's expensive, but baby, when I tell you that bitch is her, she put her name behind that shit, and that shit is the fucking truth. Oh, um, if they're designs that I already have, without going full fledged stir crazy, if they're designs that I already got, probably 30. Because if it's a design I already have and all I have to do is cut it out and iron it on, um, I can do it in a half an hour. Yeah, Yaya Han is the fucking truth. I've been working with her fucking trims and I've been trying because this is still trial and error. Y'all have to understand, this is like unprecedented that somebody's business fucking turns a profit in less than a fucking week. I'm already a profit. I was a profit. For buying a new printer, buying all everything I needed, I recouped my money in 2 days. That shit is fucking unheard of. Um, yeah, her shit. Honey, it costs money, but I'm still trial and error and picking stuff because this is what I want and it's pretty. And by far, the studding from the studding off of the Misfits is Yaya Han, and it's the easiest to work with. It irons on, it don't budge. I don't ever have to go back over it another time because it's still moving around. Like, you get what you pay for. Her shit is fucking legit. So I bought some red rhinestone trim. I bought some red rhinestone trim from her today. Um, because I wanted to do a Ruby mask, but now that I'm in these Ruby groups, I'm like, because the main character's name is Ruby, so I was like, well, we'll do red stones because them is rubies, right? And I got red mask, and we'll do it on a red mask. But the more I'm in these Ruby groups, the more I realize, even though the show is called Ruby and she's supposed to be the main character, she ain't the most well liked character. So I got some things. Like I said, the strawberry shortcake, I got some different trims that I bought today to experiment with. And that's the thing too, is trial and error. Like, yeah, I already turned a profit, but I'm still going out and buying things because what happens when it's not the gym and holograms mask, I don't want all my masks to look the same. So I can't say, okay, I use this trim, this trim, this trim on this trim on this trim on this, and this trim on this, and then I make something that's not gym and holograms and use the same fucking trim. So I'm experimenting with some other trims. I already had to switch the gym and holograms trim out for something else um, because they sold out of it, and I could order it online. But like I told my mom, like I'm not paying $6.99 shipping and handling on some trim that costs $5 a roll, and I'm just turning a profit. I can't keep ordering shit $50 a pop because at any day this shit. I got an emerald. I got an emerald mock-up because I got a green mask. My cousin actually bought the other green mask that I did to Gucci Oscar the Grouch. I still have another green mask. I'm going to do an emerald for me once I get an order. Another I don't have any more. You know, if I have to do an order and I need to fill up a sheet, that's when I start experimenting with what else can I do. Um, and I'm gonna do a fucking emerald. As soon as I need to print something out and I need the space, I already got the mock up for emerald. I already got her shit locked and fucking loaded. But the thing is like I said, now that I've been, and that's what another reason why to be in these groups because you kind of find out what characters is popular, what's cracking. Gem and holograms is easy. It's two major groups. It's Gem and holograms. It's the Misfits. I knew they were gonna do better. I knew once I introduced Synergy because that was a main character. I mean that's who makes the holograms. That was gonna crack. The Stingers, I printed out two ahead of time. I sold them two. I ain't never got to sell another Stingers again, and I ain't worried about that. But you said I'm as Benji as the outro song. I forget your design skills are sick. I'm like, yeah, I'm enough in goddamn debt to go to fucking school for graphic design. I better be sick. My friend is selling the goddamn t-shirt. She be like, I want something like this, and I'll be like, hold up, and we'll be on the phone call, and she'll be like, what is this? I'm like, I just did it. She be like, that fast? I'm like, oh bitch, I'm fast. When somebody tell me what it got to be. But I did a custom, and somebody was like, do you have any with Ride and Gym? No, but I can make it. I asked somebody, I did. They bought the Nike one. They said it was for their daughter, and her daughter really loves Rubik's cube. And I was telling her, and I was like, usually I charge a little extra for a custom, but listen, you was the first person to buy a mask. Yes, she was. She bought the Nike one that I had already did, and I was like, this is gonna be so simple, but it's gonna look so dope. And that's another thing too. You have to know when to cut it off. Like I don't need all that. Well, let's put it in a circle and put this background, do this and this and this. It's a Rubik's cube. You know how hard a fucking Rubik's cube look on a black mask. I was like, I seen it in my mind. I was like, all I gotta figure out is what to do on the other side. I said, but that Rubik's cube by itself is gonna look hard. I am serving the very deep cut community. Hmm. Yeah, I am. I should. Oh, because I don't have a name for my company. I should call it Deep Cut Design because I do a lot of cutting too. I don't got a Cricut. I'm cutting that shit out by hand. I cut my shit out by hand. So, because a Cricut, I ain't even trying to fuck with a Cricut. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. No, John, not at all. It's whatever you want on it. I got a cousin. For whatever reason, and anybody that know her know, I even posted it on Facebook. I know all of y'all know my friends on Facebook because my Facebook is mostly like people like I went to school with and my blood relation and stuff like that. Um, I'd even posted it and I was like, anybody that know her, know this is what mask she ordered. She loves Stokely, who is the lead singer of Mint Condition. Loves him. She's seen him in concert when he went solo. I didn't even know he had a solo career. I didn't even know he had albums, but she do, and she loves him. And I did. She asked for a Stokely mask, and she wanted a Stokely and a Prince, and that was the first time that I even thought about doing a real person. My sister wants a Tupac. Of course, hers is free. I already got designs printed up. I'll finish hers tomorrow. My mom wanted Barack Obama. I already got her stuff ready to go. I just got to iron it on. I never even thought about doing real people. So, I mean, it's really anything. But I just noticed that there's just shit that, and they're good masks and they're cute and, things like that. Oh, I'm doing a Wu Tang. I've been thinking about doing a Wu Tang, but like I said, I've been getting so many orders that's shit that has to happen when I ain't got no room with my supplies to do. I already said I was doing a fucking Wu Tang mask for fucking sure. But again, unless somebody asks for it to sell, I'm doing a Wu Tang mask for myself. Unless somebody asks for it to sell, man, it's already somebody selling a fucking Wu Tang mask. You know it is. The Wu Tang Clan party selling Wu Tang masks. Now it might be them cheap ones that just got a block, because I see a lot of them that's just with the block of fabric. Like mine has a seam down the middle. It's contour to your face. The nose goes up. I just had somebody ask me, how is it for glasses wearers? I said it's great because you can sit, it goes up your nose, so you can sit your glasses on top of it, and you ain't got to worry about your glasses fogging up. I thought about all of that because I wear glasses, and those masks is just that one piece of fabric across your face, or even the ones that's got the five folds in it or whatever. Like there's no way it fogs your face up every time, even if you do put your glasses on top of it, because it comes to a point, it sits right on top of your glasses, and that shit don't fucking happen. I thought about all that shit. I mean, I do album cover T-shirts, but I don't know. That's niche. I don't. When I first decided I was gonna do this, like I said, I made up all this stuff that I thought people were gonna buy. I had these free green masks, and that came from a healthcare place, and they were lime green. And before my order of masks came in, I had that, and I got my printer and stuff, and I said, well, I want to start something. So I took all this time, and I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do with it, and that's when I came up with the Gucci Oscar the Grouch, and I came up with that. And the Sesame Street sign that said Gucci instead of Sesame Street. My cousin bought it, and I don't know. It's real niche. I don't know, because just aesthetically for me, as much as I love Only Built for Cuban Links, I don't think I would want the album cover on my mask. It's real niche. It has to be aesthetically pleasing to me. Now the Wu Tang logo, by its nature, just doing that in the yellow on a black mask is just gonna look hard. Period. Just like as soon as she said she want a Rubik's cube, I ain't gotta do nothing but put a Rubik's cube on it. I mean, of course, I did extra because You know, that's what I do. But it could have just been a Rubik's Cube on both sides, and that shit would have went hard. You gotta know what looks good. To the point where I was like, that Rubik's Cube one came out so hard that I was like, I might have to make a Rubik's Cube one for myself, bro. Like that Rubik's Cube one went fucking dumb. And then I'm trying to find, well, once my mom gets to going on the mess, and I can get different colors. It's fucking curtains. But we gonna see. We gonna see. Mm. Beer is so fucking delicious. Why is beer so delicious? Mm. Ain't as delicious. Ain't as delicious as that coconut Ciroc with lime aid though. That shit is too fucking delicious. Yeah, that sound about right. I'm about to say, ooh, I feel good. Yeah, that sound about right. Five and about to be five into the six pack. That sound about right. That's about usual. Just to get me a good night's goddamn sleep without being too toe up that I wake up and bust these masks out. That sound about right. And I'm liable to get off with y'all and look on Facebook and somebody else be done ask something. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to get it back together on this charger. I just got a bunch of blue in. Um, I was thinking about doing the Smurfs, but I feel like because they just had that animated Smurfs, like Smurfs is like Smurfs, Transformers, anything that just came back out recently, with the exception of Gem and the Holograms, because nobody likes. I mean, one group was like, "We're pro the movie." I'm like, I mean, I'm not gonna say nothing, but Snorks. I thought that White Schnee was pretty fucking hard, but the Ruby fandom, first of all, y'all mean as fuck. Like, I'm like, I don't even know no more. I know y'all will buy it, but y'all so dedicated. Y'all be like, oh, this isn't Rooster Teeth approved. I can't fuck with y'all with that. Or the group is like, oh, you have to credit the artwork, and I'm like, bitch, I got this shit off the fucking artwork from the people that did. Oh, whatever. Too many young people fuck with Ruby. That's why I say like Gem and the Holograms. It's like, oh, I mean, I can see a Rainbow Bright. Oh, I can sit here and wait for Hasbro to drop this shit, but they're not going to. And I want it, and this is what I like. And the crazy thing about it is these people that are having kids and shit that I'm seeing like birthday parties because you're posting like everything in the group that has to do with it. And I just seen somebody post a Rainbow Bright birthday party for their 1 year old. Like people are introducing their kids to like Rainbow Bright and Gem and shit. Like even Strawberry Shortcake has been redone um kind of recently, but I'm fucking with that old school Strawberry Shortcake. You know what I mean? the shit you can't get because it's been rebooted a couple times. Like I would love to fuck with some Powerpuff Girls. I got them green masks. I would love to fuck with some Buttercup. First of all, truth be told, even though my name is Jimmi Pynk, my favorite color is green. So a lot of times, even in Rainbow Bright, my favorite character, even as a kid, was Patty O'Green. Um, I fuck with the green one a lot, you know. And Theodore was my favorite chipmunk, and Sailor Jupiter is my favorite fucking Sailor Scout and shit. Like, cause she's green and pink, so you know that was my bitch. And she was tall, and she wore a high pony. That was my bitch. But it's still my bitch. She's still my favorite. But like I said, Good Luck Bear and Grumpy Bear. Well, Grumpy Bear is blue, but Good Luck Bear is my favorite. So I fuck with green. So I seen these green masks, and I was like, I'm gonna fuck with these. I'm gonna come up with something and see what work with it. I'm gonna do one. I got this other green free mask. That's gonna be my emerald, but I'm gonna see what crack. The snorks. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm like Alvin and Chipmunks. I fuck with Alvin and Chipmunks heavy. The OG, where like it was Alvin and Chipmunks and Kid Video. Yeah, like I fucks with that shit because that's my childhood. So if I was to do Alvin and Chipmunks, it would have to be OG Alvin and Chipmunks. And then when you get into these groups, because I mean, let's keep it a buck. There's some social engineering to it. I can't just join these groups and jump right in and be like, boom, I sell masks. I got to kind of be like, okay, I'm into this shit. And then be like, by the way, you know, I made this mask. That's what happened with Jim. Like, I made this for myself, but if y'all want to buy them, and that's what cracked. So why fuck up why fuck up the formula? And that's the thing. I can design anything, but if I know about it and I really fuck with it myself, it shows in the design to me. Sierra, do you agree? Like if you know something about it, I can design anything, but it's gonna show like, no, I know about this shit. I feel like it shows through the design because I still have yet to, as much as I like some of the designs I did, I have yet to see any of my masks look better than the Jim and the Holograms ones to me. But I really fuck with Jim and the Holograms. Like when I was selling that mask, I was already in that group for a year or two. It shows through. I didn't fuck with the Snorks. The Snorks was knockoff Smurfs. I fuck with the Smurfs though. I still got a stool upstairs in the goddamn attic. It was a lady that used to. My mom said, I was about to say, I don't even know why she's surprised. I grew up on shit like this. It was a lady that used to like do woodwork and make and like paint stuff on it. And I have a stool with my name on it. It's a wood stool with my name on it. It says Jamaica with Smurfette on it. And a rocking chair that got Big Bird on it. Oh yeah. Like when I did my cousin in laws, that's what I call him. That's my cousin's dude. But that's her dude for real. So like he my cousin too. So when I did my cousin in laws, Steven, and he wanted Street Fighter. Well, I'm a Mortal Kombat girl. I don't know shit about Street Fighter but Chun Li. But I know this is a dude, so don't put Chun Li on it. So I had to actually do a little bit of research so that I could put the right people on the Street Fighter mask. And was it dope? Yeah. Is it as dope as the gym and the holograms? No. Plus the rhinestones and the accents helping. I ain't gonna say all men because I done made some orders to men that then got them rhinestone and studded. Because I ain't gonna say all, but I mean, let's just face it. You're a dude and you're in the gym and the holograms, glamour and glitter, fashion and fame. You know, you might be queer, and they've been getting it. No, no, go away. A whole black cat just rolled up on me talking about some meow meow. A whole black cat. I don't like that. Look me right in my face too, like meow meow. Gone somewhere. Usually I will open some tuna for your ass, but meow meow hell. Get out of here, Salem. Right, and what you're into. Just like when everybody's like, oh, the misfits. Like I had other stones then, and when I would make the misfits, and then somebody helped before I even made mine, somebody ordered the misfits. I'm like, I'm about to make one. Well, I want a misfits too. Okay. I told my mom, I was like, the misfits was like the bad guys, and they were all supposed to be rock stars. I said, but wasn't nobody rocking but the misfits. I'm like, I gotta find a trim that's got like some studs or something. It can't have rhinestones. It's gotta have like studs or spikes or something on it. Which is how I tried the Yaya Han trim. She was the only person that had an iron on studded trim. That's why I'm gonna try her rhinestones now. Like, let me see what your rhinestones hitting for, Mary. Cause your iron on studs was fire. Oh, that black ass cat. I mean, black as hell too. Just gonna look me dead in my face. Get the fuck out of here, Blake Belladonna. Shout out to Chris la 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 who was supposed to get a Misfits and 5 customs. Ain't heard back from her since. First and last time, I just go ahead and say, well, I ain't doing shit and design up a custom before I get the money. Know that. You heard what I said, a Misfits and 5 customs that I set up and was like, well, I'll start designing because I ain't doing shit else. And I ain't heard back from her since. No shade. No shade. I just ain't designing no custom until money is in the goddamn bank. Shorty, what you drink? See, that's Thackeray Binks. And I know better than that too from doing graphic design, working print work, and invitations and shit. But don't get me wrong, she didn't put no money down. That was on me. That I was like, well, I ain't doing shit, and some of the shit that she wanted to order was fucking cool as shit. So I was just like, well, I ain't doing shit else. I ain't got no more orders. Let me just fuck around with it. Let me see what I come up with, and then when she order, I can be like, well, bam, I can show her that. Before I knew it, I did all 5 goddamn customs, and no shade, but that was my fault. I know better than do that. That's Thackeray Binks. You should know better than do some shit for a motherfucking name, Thackeray Binks. That motherfucker sound like he a super villain. Hey, Christmas Queen. Thackeray Binks. That name sound like a goddamn super villain. That sound like some shit that should be off of Lemony Snickets or Johnny Test or some shit. I got some navy blue and some red baseball season underway. I can do some shit like some Cleveland Indians. I don't want to. I like doing my deep cut shit. That's what the fuck's working for me, man. Is the cat from Hocus Pocus. Look, I done called it every other black cat. I'm like, get out of here, Salem. Sabrina cancel. Get out of here, Blake. Now I kind of want to, when I move again, now I kind of want a black cat so I can name it Blake. I'm like, that's Blake Belladonna. She minding her business. But yeah, like I've done some real people. I don't like doing those as much. I said, my mom wanted Michelle Obama. I already got her shit printed out. My sister wanted Tupac. I'm like, Wu Tang. Like I like Ghostface Killer. I don't want a Ghostface Killer mask. Blake Belladonna Adams. Tee tee tee. Tee tee. All right, I got a half beer and a cigarette, and we gonna wrap this shit up. So speak now, forever hold your peace till I decide to go live again. Like I said, I'm gonna try to actually get presentable and do my nails and shit. I'm gonna try to get a good night's sleep, wake up, crank these orders out, get them to the post office. And once I do that, then I can watch the drag race finale. And that'll be amazing. I've been trying to avoid, I mean, I know Shay won because I watched like the last half an hour, but I can watch everything. Well, Envy got a mask. You ain't see that Chanel up there, but shit, if I wasn't bullshitting, I'd get y'all. I should be doing a mask with the goddamn creamsicle with the fucking shit on the side. But I ain't pressed about me yet, number one. Number two, when my mom get cracking and I can actually just get whatever fucking color I want. Like I said, dude selling Rainbow Bright $15 free shipping. And all it is it ain't even rainbow fabric. It's like red, yellow, blue, green straight fabric and some polka dot fabric. I was like, nigga, that's Twister. That polka dot fabric would have went hard if you'd have put fucking Twister like the game on it. But just because somebody do something to sell something don't mean they got the artistic how to do it. But it'll sell because and just got to iron on like I do with just a random rainbow braid on it. And they are goo gagging over it, talking about, oh, I need one. I'm like, okay, hold on, y'all. Give me a motherfucking day. I'll give you a fucking mask for $15. Don't go buying his just yet. Now the mask ain't gonna be rainbow colored, but it's gonna go fucking harder. I promise you. It's gonna go harder. I promise it's gonna go harder. I promise you it's gonna go harder. I promise it will. And it's gonna have rhinestones and shit on it. If you don't, you want something like he got that ain't got no studs or nothing, it's actually $2 cheaper. So what else y'all been hearing in these YouTube streets, these Twitter streets? All I know is this: I'm so goddamn busy politicking and grinding doing these masks that I bought pre-done, pre-polished nails, and I never did that, and I still ain't even glued them bitches on because I gotta do my toenails. Even though some Scott Pilgrim masks might fucking go. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, Anna Santa, Bobana, Fanana, Fana, Fofana. That shit crazy. And I can't even. And then that's another thing too. Like my mom is like, and my friend is like, you fuck around with me, I'll have a fucking Dewey. I'll have a fucking Dewey Cox mask. I'll have a fucking Dewey Cox mask and a pop star never stop a mask. It'll just be like Connor for real. Had a mask just say like Conquest. Oh shit. And I probably would have some dumb shit like that. I ain't lying. I probably would have some dumb shit like that if the orders didn't crack the way they did. But I was like, oh shit. Nope, still not printing. Okay, I gotta find out what's going on. All right, y'all. Duty calls. Gotta keep it crazy. Deuces.